What's up, YouTube? I'm back. I think tomorrow I'll probably do part 2 of Sex Game Gym Bully. This will be another video that I want to upload it. Yes, I'm wearing my new Dragon Ball Super movie shirt. Yes, I had a DVD. See, there's Broly. But that's not why I did that. That's to celebrate the anime. That's to celebrate the anime convention. Don't worry. Either in 2020 or in 2021, I will eventually make it to an anime convention, whether it's to volunteer or to do the overall full experience. It's just unfortunately when you get a job for almost 2 years and then you lose it because the company go out of business. Sucks. Got to start all over again. Now, today's video is going to be called Sex Game, Sex in United Kingdom, White Women and Black Women, Part 2. I never got around to making the sequel because the person that sabotaged my channel made it impossible for me to put that on my original 3 channels, so I added 3 new channels. And the third one is more like a reserve channel in case I either get hit or run out of space. In this case, I ain't been getting too many complaints or phone calls. So everything's going pretty good so far. So if we get to the end of the summer, who knows what can happen. I want to, give you this video. And then once I get to part 2 of Gym Bullies, then take a break and jump right into sports. Because once we get to mid-August, early September, you know what it's going to be. Lots and lots of smash mouth football. And I know a lot of you LA Rams are going to want me to make a video on predictions and will you make it back to the Super Bowl, and we'll have a video for that. Now, do white women in the United Kingdom find black men physically sexually attractive? The answer is yes. And I have lots of proof of evidence. See, when I went to Santa Monica College in 2013, it was because I was on academic probation. For anyone that's in college, that means you're like 2 or 3 steps away from getting booted out of the door and can't come back to school for 2 to 4 semesters, which can add up to a year or it can add up to 2 years. And before that happened, I decided to take desperate measures and go to Santa Monica College, which, surprise, surprise, they accepted me. And I was there for 1 semester, and I took this highly advanced acting class, and I was surrounded by nothing but people from different countries. There was someone from Japan, China, there was someone from, I can't think if it was either Cairo, Egypt, or Nigeria, and then some were from Sweden, Australian, we had somebody from Russia, so it was mixed of different people. And not to be trying to make it seem like it's like in the movies and television shows, I happen to be the only black guy in this highly advanced acting class. And then we had like at least 8 or 9 Latina chicks. And then we had a couple of people that were French. So it was pretty diverse. And then we had this one girl from the United Kingdom named Cinderella. Like, her parents and grandparents came to America and decided to live in America for about at least 10 to 15 years. They made a lot of money. They moved back to the United Kingdom, and then when the mother and the father met, they couldn't decide on a name, so they ended up calling her Cinderella because of the nice classic movie Cinderella. The girl who becomes the queen of the ball, and then the stroke of midnight, she returns back to her original self, and then the prince wants to know more about the girl, so her name came from Walt Disney. Now, she was about, I think, 5'10", about 220 pounds, fat, out of shape, and she basically found me physically sexually attractive. And at that time, I had no idea that she had this big, mad crush on me. Because I saw her in class for about a month, and then she dropped the class. And then I think sometime after that, I saw her towards the end of the semester, and, hugged her at least 4 or 5 times. I guess it communicated to her that I liked her. And that's when I found out that women from the United Kingdom love them some black men, because we're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster, we're athletic, We put it down in the bedroom, and we're very masculine, and they respect masculine men. They don't like that, gang banging nonsense. You don't have to be trying to be a criminal or a thug to impress them. Be yourself. See, women from foreign countries, you can be yourself. You don't have to be no Crip or no Blood, or sell drugs to impress women from foreign countries. Their parents and their grandparents don't like that because it's a sign of disrespect. Here in America, if you're a Crip or a Blood gang member, you have to do that to impress some women in the hood. Not every black woman in the hood likes that, but you have some black women in the hood that do get impressed by that. Because they watch too much television and too many Hollywood movies and too much of that social media junk. And those women know who they are because they live in the hood and they like that nonsense. But the point is, at the time, I had no idea that she liked me. I was shocked when, my friend told me. Like, I was there for a semester, and then I think the very next semester she tried to stalk me. Like, she tried to, find out where I was. She was talking about, your friend is nice and big and strong, and I need somebody to take down this 220-pound fat ass. And he was mad because for almost 4 months in 2014, she would harass him of where my whereabouts and location was. Now, I never took this woman out to lunch and dinner. I never even got the chance to take her out for a cup of coffee. So I had a powerful effect on her. At that time, I was very big. Like, I was about 230 pounds of muscle. Like, you see how I'm medium big? I was a lot bigger than this. Like, on my old YouTube videos before they got sabotaged, you could tell I was really hitting those weights and seriously hitting the protein like I'm hitting it now. And everybody knows, had I had the chance to go back for a second semester, I probably would have smashed that 2 or 3 times. Now, the thing about women from United Kingdom is that they're pretty fun to get along with. You can take them to the park, you can take them to the beach, you can take them to the movies, you can take them out camping, you can take them out fishing. They like to have a sense of adventure. And they will cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and not food from McDonald's or Burger King. They actually will cook some real breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They'll give you the Hollywood treatment. They'll give you the back massage, the neck massage, the feet massage. They'll do that. And they got that nice, sexy accent. And if you don't know how to speak a certain language, they'll teach you how to speak the languages. They'll show you their culture, and they'll even teach you what's fun in that location. Now, there's good parts in the United Kingdom, and there's parts you stay away from. Like here in America, they have gangs in United Kingdom. And out there, those guys don't care if you're 6 feet, 6'2", 6'4". They will fight you over a woman. It's that serious. A lot of the guys, they get jealous, they get insecure. They're very biased, and don't be surprised that, yeah, they could possibly be racist. And it's because the women in the United Kingdom are just like the women here in America. They only go after the best of the best. Now, some of these women can be hypergamous. It depends on what level it is. I did make a YouTube video saying there's 4 levels of hypergamous, so it can actually happen. Now, the black women there are very physically, sexually attractive. You will find you some black women in the United Kingdom that got some breasts on them, some ass on them. They stay in athletic shape. They eat their fruits and vegetables. They drink lots of water. And they're very educated. Now, some of the black women in the United Kingdom can kind of be ghetto. Because I know my boy Key Richie's on YouTube be trying to tell a lot of guys from America, don't be thinking that when you come to where he's at, that the black women are any better or any different. Now, what I have to say about that is, it's open to interpretation. He's lived there his whole entire life, so he knows better than everybody. But, what did I just said? There are good parts of the United Kingdom, and there's bad parts of the United Kingdom. And you should make your own prejudgment. You should make your own interpretation on what you think is good or bad. Never let someone decide what is good or bad for you. I'm just putting it out there. Yes, there are some girls that are ghetto. Now, I have never met any black women from the United Kingdom that are ghetto. I've seen some here in America that travel back and forth on business trips, and a lot of them are fashion models. A lot of them are inspiring fashion models, actresses. They pop up on the television show's version of American Top Model. Like here in America, we have American Top Model, and then over there they have the United Kingdom's version of American Idol, America Top Model. Do you think you can dance? America Got Talent. They have their United Kingdom version of it. And then they come to America and they want to break into Hollywood and get into the movies, the television shows. You know, they want to be into R&B and singing. So all the ones I've seen at the Grove all got ass. Like I actually had a black woman that was 50 years old with a round ass and big breasts with an accent. And this was a black woman 50 years old that you can tell she's from the United Kingdom. Like she built and would put most black women here in America to shame. And she was checking me out because I was big and strong, and I was, you know, shaking my head like it's a 50-year-old black woman from the United Kingdom in shape like that. Like, god damn, like what kind of genetics you got? Hurry up and give it to the women here in America. Like if they wanted to make a Marvel movie, if they wanted to make a Wonder Woman, a black woman, she would probably be the perfect person for that. I mean, she was on a business trip because she had a couple of, you know, retail stores that she do business with. And at the time while I was working at Top Shop, Top Man, I seen a whole bunch of black women that are from the United Kingdom. A lot of them would say hello, sweetie, with their little sexy accent. So just because somebody tell you that some of the black women over there are ghetto, that doesn't mean all of them are. Now, you do have cases where some of them are very violent. They'll shoot, they'll stab on the wrong part of the United Kingdom, of course. They'll rob a man. It don't matter to them. But then there are some that are nice and respectful. But most of the time, you will get approached by white women from the United Kingdom. And the reason why I'm putting black women in the videos, because if you like black women and you don't want to date no other race but black, then Africa is good for you. And of course there's the United Kingdom. Just remember there's good parts, there's bad parts of the United Kingdom. Just remember there are some people that are going to be racist and biased. And don't be surprised if you go to some nightclubs and they look at you funny looking. I'm just making the video because I didn't get a chance to make the sequel to explain how this would work. So yeah, and the sex is banging. If it's a black woman from the United Kingdom, they don't just do the same stuff like here in America. They can experiment. You know, they're into the threesomes, they're into the foursomes, they're into experimenting. You know, you'd be surprised. They'll do some things to you that will make you say, I saw that in a movie or in a television show or in porn. The white women, same thing. There are some freaks. Like, they don't hold back. They'll straight out say, I want some of that. Like, they'll look at you like you're the hooker off the street, and they be like, I want some of that. I'm just trying to tell you. You know, I'm just trying to tell you guys. Like, here in America, you approach. Well, in the United Kingdom, the woman approach the man and tell the man, I want some of that. And the man be usually confused because he don't be getting like he's not used to a woman approaching him. He's not used to a woman asking him out to lunch and dinner. Like over there, it's the complete reverse. And those women know their math and English. They're not stupid. Like they're so educated that they will make the average person in America and in the hood go run to a library and read 50 books. So they're educated. Like, they know the stuff they see in the movies and the television shows. And as soon as you say something, they'll explain it to you if you talk out of turn. So like I said, I've always ran into black women from the United Kingdom, and I always got the complete opposite. Nice, respectable, looking at me like I'm a Kevin Kline model. I have never really ran into any of the ghetto skanky black women that are from the United Kingdom. If I did, I wasn't aware of it. There is this one chick that was at the Grove, but I think now she works in Century City. because she worked at the Grove for about 4 years at two different stores, and then I guess they kicked her out of one. She got fired from one job because she was getting too much male attention, and then the second job they were just jealous and racist of her, so she ended up losing both her jobs, not at the same time. I mean, it took 3 years for her to lose the first job, and then her second job she just up and quit and either went to Century City or Santa Monica. I mean, I did used to see her at Culver City Mall, but she might have just left all those areas together and just left. So I ain't really seen her. But even at that point, she would say hi to me and go, "Oh, you nice." And she thought I had an accent, which I thought was kind of funny. And I'm talking about the black girl. When I worked at the Grove, I ain't seen her no more. Now, when I wasn't working at the Grove, that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Now, if she is there, I wouldn't know. But my point is, even if there were the ghetto ones, so you can't always go by what somebody says in a YouTube video. Leave it open for interpretation. There are some people that have good experiences. There are people that have bad experiences. And I'm just trying to explain to you what's the difference between the white women from the United Kingdom and the black women and the similarities. So that way when you ever get approached by these women, you'll be surprised and shocked that they will come up to you and you'll be like, "Man, I thought it was always the man come to the woman. Over there, the women come over to the man." Now, I'm not saying that don't give you the right not to take no money out your wallet, because you're still going to have to pay for lunch and dinner. So don't be thinking because I told you that it's okay. You know, and like I said, some of the women don't know who Lil Wayne and Drake is, so you trying to explain the math and science of Lil Wayne and Drake and Two Chainz, they be real confused. Like, the black women from the United Kingdom might know who the hell he is, but the white women from the United Kingdom, they be like, "What? Lil Wayne? 2 Chainz? You mean 2 Chainz?" I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of the way they talk, but they would get confused on you trying to explain pop culture to them. Now, if you say sports, like if you say football, the only football they know is soccer. So, yeah, you see what I mean, right? So, and you ain't got to play no soccer to try to impress them. And you ain't got to learn how to talk like them or say, "I watch James Bond movies." Like, they might go, "Oh, James Bond." Like, they might think you're a fan of all the movies, but you ain't got to try to act like James Bond to try to get your phone number. Just be yourself and just tell them you like them and you want to take them out to lunch and dinner. If they say yes, then you're good. If they say no, then just respect that and move on to the next one. So I don't want to make this video too long. So until then, peace.